What's going on? So, the international break is upon us. The dreaded international break. Where do we begin? I'll begin by saying I'm a United fan, and it's been an interesting season, hasn't it, as a United fan? It's been absolutely interesting, hasn't it? Let's pull out some stats and see what United's been up to this season, eh? By the way, shout out to Saeed. Shout out to that big man. Shout out to Saeed. He's been on it. So, most recent game, 0-0 draw against Aston Villa away from home. When you consider how our season has been, it's actually not a bad result, is it? 3-3 draw to Porto away from home with a red card for Bruno Fernandes. 3-0 loss to Tottenham at home with another red card for Bruno Fernandes at home. 1-1 draw against FC Twente at home. 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace away. We haven't won a game in one, two, three, four, 5 games. One, two, three, four, five. The last game we won was against Barnsley at home, 7-0. And we slapped around Southampton 3-0 away from home. But we got touched by Liverpool at home. Now, if you're a United fan, you should probably be used to these type of results by now. All right, where was I? I just got my breakfast. But yeah, United, like, no wins in five. It's getting personal. It's getting really personal now, isn't it? As Saeed says, this is getting personal. Um, yeah, it's what a squad, man. What a squad. What a squad. This Manchester United team. What a manager. That bald fraud, Eric Ten Hag, mate. He needs to go ASAP, mate. He needs to go, mate. He needs to disappear, mate. Can't believe he's still at this club right now. That draw to Aston Villa, by the way, has got to be one of the most boring games of football. Like that was such a terrible game of football. That was really bad. United are just one of the worst teams to watch, man. There's no style of play. There's no real identity. There's no cohesion. Um, it pretty much looks like that. Yeah, just they just look terrible. Every team they play up against, no matter who it is, they've got players who are just as competitive or just as good as United's players. No matter who United signs, they just end up not being that good. It's like a curse at this point, isn't it? We've gone through so many different players, so many different managers, so many different tactics, so many different styles of play, all for nothing to ever work out. You know, Mazraoui, Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, and Diego Dallo. That's United's back four in 2024. Onana in goals, and the two in front of him is Ericsson playing as their number six with Mainu. I think it's amazing, like that we didn't even lose this game. Ericsson's not a six, and Mainu is a kid, right? Was 19, and then up front you got Garnacho, Fernandez, Rashford, and Hoyland. Like the whole squad is actually really bad. When you really, even the players, like I don't rate United's players, man. I don't think Hoyland's all that at all. I think Watkins is double the player he is. I guess Watkins is 28. Hoyland is still only 21. Even someone like Morgan Rogers, he looks like a solid player compared to Rasmus Hoyland. Even Jaden Philogene, he did really well. You know, looks better than Rashford. Leon Bailey is definitely better than Rashford. No one can tell me he's not. Yuri Tillemans is better than Ericsson and Kobe Mainu. And Ross Barkley is just about, he's done well to really stay at this level. He's had an interesting career. Now look at this Aston Villa side. This is a solid team. Luca Digne is better than Dallo. He's actually a left back. Dallo is not a left back. He's a right back, a right-footed left back, which is stupid. Matty Cash, probably better than Mazraoui, to be honest. More experienced in the Premier League. Ezri Konsa and Pau Torres, definitely, them two are definitely better than Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. And Emi Martinez is definitely a better player than Andre Onana. So what do United fans want to say? Like, yeah, that Aston Villa team, All, pretty much all of their players are better than ours. They're in the Champions League, by the way. They're just beat by Munich, right? So what a team, by the way, Aston Villa, right? Like if there's a, if United fans want to switch up and they've had enough of Manchester United, go watch Aston Villa. Look at this team, fam. They haven't lost since Arsenal back, back in what month is that? The month before September, August. Back in August, that was when they last lost. Since then, they've beaten Leicester City, Aston Villa, Young Boys, sorry, Everton, Young Boys, Wolverhampton, Wycombe Wanderers, Ipswich Town, and Bayern Munich, and they got a draw to Manchester United, which is definitely one of their worst results. Drawing against Ipswich as well was it's a bit meh drawing against the Ipswich side, but I think United will be lucky to beat them. So after this international break, we got Brentford. So that's going to be a really interesting game. I think Brentford are a fantastic side. I really enjoy watching Brentford play. Actually, they've got some fantastic players. Brian Mbeumo is an absolute superstar. I'm surprised he's not at a top four club. Fabio Carvalho is an awesome player. Um, and they just make amazing signings. Kevin Schade is not looking too bad. A new striker that they signed. Um, but yeah, Brentford are, solid fucking team, man. Like, you're not just gonna beat Brentford like that. Like, you're gonna have to work for that. But yeah, look, international break. Let's have a break. Let's enjoy some time away from football a little bit, guys. Let's maybe get some sunlight or something for a little bit. But I'm going to enjoy my break from United. Like yeah, being a United fan these days is pretty tough. Like these guys suck, man. Like these guys are terrible. Um, I try to keep my emotions out of it. I don't think it's worth investing any emotions into football anymore. I've become more of a football fan rather than a Manchester United fan now. I'd say so. I'm more of a well-rounded football fan that, you know, likes to enjoy watching quality players and quality games rather than just watching United week in, week out. And that's something that United has done to me. Because in the past, I would just watch United like religiously, right? But nowadays, I'm like, I think I like football more than I like United. That Eintracht Frankfurt versus Bayern Munich game, by the way, 3-3. Like, what a game that was. And if I did want to make a channel, I think I'd want to make a channel not being known as a United fan, but more of a global football fan, right? I don't want to limit myself to Manchester United and raging, getting personal with ETH. Uh, Saeed, hey, shout out Saeed, man. Shout out that big man Saeed, man. He's funny guy, man. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this first video. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna be making football videos, right? Like, yeah, I'll be making United videos. I'm obviously a United fan, but I'll be making football videos, like, just talking about random results all over the world. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Um, yeah, love to your mothers.